Fucking go.
Welcome back, Internet, to Session 5 recap titled Ashes to Ashes, Earth to Earth. So, the session had begun with us recovering from our recent encounter with the clockwork creatures and wondering what they could be about. So, tracing the relative trajectory of the clockwork dragon that we had seen fly off, we eventually, following this path, come across a battlefield with these clockwork humanoids on one side, and the other being the shadow demon and humans dressed in like dark armor. And instead of interacting or avoiding and skirting around it, we decide to wait it out, hide in some bushes on this overlooking hill, and watch the battle and let them kind of fight it out on their own, see what happens afterwards. Um, Speaking of after, the field has gone quiet, and the shadow demons had won, and they fucked off. And Stefan and Earth Earth decided to run down there and start to try to loot the bodies and stuff. Um, and finds a somewhat functional clockwork humanoid, still um still in enough capacity to converse, but its body clearly failing it, and along the path of uh, being discontinued. Um, so calling, trying to yell up the hill Trinks, which takes a minute because funny gag of not being able to hear him, and getting dragged by their ears by Stefan down the hill. Trinks uses the mending cantrip to repair it and learns that it works for some mysterious figure called the Time Mistress, and learns that she is working to protect time from Tarl, and we decide to team up with Cloxy, as we deem the robot, and head to Aston to learn more. Along the road, we met a hoster who we race against her oxen and mostly fail, except for Trinks, who somehow runs faster than Ox. Um, and Earth manages to get a date from her. But more importantly, she gives us a ride to town, which cuts out a good day and a half or so of travel, thankfully. Um, and while her and Earth go on a date and Trink's third wheels, Stefan decides to go shopping again. Reality had shattered once again. Um, and Cutting back to Earth and Tranks outside of this restaurant, we ask Cloxy to take us to its boss, and before it can do so, a skull-faced individual steps out of a portal and erases Stefan from existence, leaving no trace of memory of Stefan behind. The world sort of, self-correcting time erase from existence bullshit. Um, we then follow this individual to this time plane and make a deal with this time mistress. Hey, we found her. To put a coin within the ashes of a phoenix that is about to be reborn, and help her kill Tarl. And she doesn't explain why to put this coin within these ashes, so we do it anyways. Um, or we agree to it anyways, and are sent back to our own time. And near this forest, where we travel into it and find these ashes, which we're supposed to toss this coin into. Earth and Trink's waiting around until eventually they start to spark, so we toss the coin in, and Stefan's reborn, and we remember Stefan existed. And we're like, oh shit, he exists, and we forgot about him. Um, Timekeeper showed up and began to monologue, but immediately a sword sprouts from his stomach, and looking behind him is Tarl. Oh shit. Tranks snaps because the Timekeeper was supposed to suppress the reality-breaking memories and launches 5 consecutive fireballs at Tarl. Combat begun, and immediately he decapitates Earth and Stefan had managed to convince Tarl to leave, having his bloodlust sated. And the session ended with Trinks, following the wishes of Earth, which they had discussed previously, consuming Earth's dead body, leaving nothing but the skull behind, which disgusted and traumatized Trinks even further. So I guess where next will it go? Find out if you stick around for the next session or recap, but thanks for listening and have a good one, Internet.